Good morning, this is Betty, Fancy Grandma. I'm going to make you another video this morning. If you like my videos, please subscribe and hit the notification bell and you'll be notified every time I make a new one. I haven't made one lately because I had to have this cataract removed off this eye, and I'm not supposed to bend over or pick up anything heavy, and you know how hard it would be to try to cook without bending over to get your pans and things. So this one is simple. I've got my pans already here, so I'm just going to show you how to make. I'm going to use salmon. Mom used to use mackerel because it was a lot cheaper, and there were several of us kids, so she always used the mackerel, but I'm going to use salmon. I'm going to make you some salmon patties this morning. I'm going to open my can. I want to drain out a lot of that. I'm going to drain all this juice out of here I can into this thing. But I don't want any juice in it. So I'm draining all that out I can get out. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my can. If there's any more, squish it out, because we don't want the juice in it. Okay, now, I'm not going to use this whole can because I don't want that many patties. I'm just going to use about half of it. And you know what? You can actually take the bones out of it and the skin off of it if you want to, but did you know the bones are very healthy for you? Because it gives you calcium and stuff you need. So anyway, I'm just going to use about half of this. I'm going to put the rest in this bowl right here with my soup. I might make a little fish stew out of some fish soup out of this after a while. Mom used to make a soup. But I want to show you something, how to sharpen your knives. You need to keep your knives real good and sharp. Well, you know what? This is dangerous. So take your knife sharpener and sit it right here in the drawer and hang on to it. This way, when you pull it, it won't come loose. My daughter actually cut her hand real bad trying to cut it like that. So always put it in your drawer and pull it through like that. And you'll have a really, really sharp knife. Because I'm going to have to cut me some onion. But anyway, this is my salmon I've got in my bowl. I'm going to turn this, I've got this skillet on here. I've cooked the ham in it, so it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And I want to get me some avocado oil and pour in it. And then, I'm going to cut up me some onion. Pretty fine. Now another thing, I always cook my onion because I don't like raw onion. I just don't like raw onion. I have to have mine cooked. So I'm going to always cook mine. But if you don't like, if you like it raw, that's fine. So anyway, we're going to chop that up. I'm going to put it in this skillet. Cut up as fine as you can. Anyway, we're going to put it in that skillet. Get it on heating. Get me a spoon over here. Don't want them to cook down just a tiny bit. Because when you fry your fish patties, your onions don't get cooked. And I like mine cooked. So anyway, I'm going to take this fish I've got in this bowl. Take a fork. Kind of mash it up. I don't know if it needs any salt or pepper, and I'm going to taste it, see if it's very salty. Sometimes it's really salty. Yeah, needs a little salt. You can put in any kind of spices in that you like, but I'm just using salt and pepper. But I'm a simple person. Put that in there. Get this onion sauteing. You know, when we were little, Mom always made salmon patties for lunch to take to school. We always had our bread with our salmon patties. And she always made delicious ones. I don't know, mine's not as good as hers, it don't seem like. Anyway, she used cracker crumbs or bread. Well, I don't have no crackers today, so I'm using this zero-carb bread. But you can use any kind of bread you want. And I like to use the crust because a lot of people don't want them for anything. Just tear them up and put them in there. Don't have to be little tiny pieces. Just throw it in there like this. And much as you like. It is really, really better with cracker crumbs, but I don't have crackers. So I'm just making mine with bread, which is fine. Mom made it with either one. Stir that up good. Make sure my onions are sauteing good. Because I want them good and done. If you like, you can actually put garlic in this. You put any kind of seasoning you like, but I'm just going to put onion in mine and salt and pepper. Now I'm going to take me an egg and break in there. Stir that up good. You can see what it looks like. I suppose you could even put a little sage in here if you like some sage in it. That might even make it good. I've never thought about that. I've never tried it, but I might try it some of these days. So I say you can just try anything. Put anything you like in it. But I want these onions good and tender. And I think I might need a little tiny bit more bread, so I'm going to put a few more bread, a little bit of more bread in here. You could put pepper, you can put peppers, you can put celery, you can put anything, but I just like the onions in mine, the onion and bread. That's the way Mom always fixed ours at home. This actually makes a can of salmon go pretty far. Just saute them until they look soft. You can put more or less in it, whatever you like. But this looks like probably plenty for me. Okay, we're going to pour this in here. This is my onion. Set this skillet back on the burner and put a little bit more avocado oil in it. Mix this up good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just kind of take this, reach in there and make patties out of it. Just squish it together. See they're little patties. Put them in your pan. But you can see 1/2 can of salmon is going to make at least 3 or 4 patties. And anyway, we're just going to make patties out of them, put them in our pan. And some avocado oil. You can make them as big as little as you like. I'm going to make mine pretty small because I want them to get good and crispy. Got a little child, make him a little one. There. Put that in the sink. Wipe my hands off good here. Okay, we're going to let them fry. Shouldn't take too long. I got my onion done. It's already cooked in them, so I don't have to worry about my onion coming out raw. So I'm going to do that. Think you need a little more oil, put a little more oil in them. See how they look? I got 4 patties out of a 1/2 can of salmon. So that's pretty good. Cook them on one side, turn them over. Anyway, this is what we used to take to school. Mom would make her lunch, and she'd always bake her own bread, so we had homemade bread, which was delicious. But then we always had a fish patty on it, and we liked them, and I guess it's good for us too. But Mom made them out of mackerel, like I said, because it was cheaper than salmon. Salmon's pretty expensive, and when you got several kids, you got to make things go as far as you can. So anyway, I'll go ahead and turn them a little bit. If they fall apart, it's no big deal. You can just eat them on a plate. Anyway, I hope you had a very good Thanksgiving. I did. I spent it, well, not alone. My kids came over. We stood out in the yard a little bit, and we visited out there in the yard, but we didn't come in and eat. My son brought me a plate of food, which was good, and I ate it after he left. But anyway, I'm going to show you what these are going to look like. You can cook one as long as you want or short time. It don't make no difference as long as you but see what them looks like? Don't them look scrumptious? Let's take a bite of one, see how it tastes. That's very delicious. It's very good. We need to be eating more salmon and good kind of fish. These look like they're kind of falling apart, but that'll be all right. Anyway, you have a very blessed day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.